Good evening, we are live now. Welcome. My name is Harshit Kumar, and today we are going to deal with the third part of direct and indirect speech. This is the third day of discussion of direct and indirect speech. Last time we discussed the rules and regulations. When will the reported speech not change the tense while transforming from direct to indirect speech? Right. Today, we are going to deal with only one situation when it will change. Now, this you may call rule number 4. It's already written. We'll call it rule number 5. Rule number 5 of direct speech and indirect speech, the most troublesome, the most important rule. Are we ready? Yeah. Rule number 5 says, while transforming from direct speech to indirect speech, the tense of the reported speech will change only when the reporting verb is in past tense. We'll go through it again. While transforming from direct speech to indirect speech, the tense of the reported speech will change only when the reporting verb is in past tense. This is a derivative of rule number 4, which says it will not change if the tense of the reporting verb is in present tense or future tense, right? So rule number 5 says that it will change, the tense of the reporting verb will change only when the reporting verb is in past tense. Then only the tense of the reported speech will change. Okay. Now, let me give you a hint. What will it change to? Remember, give me a moment. Let me refresh my network. I need to. There you go. Give me one moment or two. Till then, look at the rule number 5. Rule number 5 says, while transforming from direct to indirect speech, the tense of the reported speech will change only when the reporting verb is in past tense. Okay, let's go ahead. Right. Now, I want to give you a short trick. The question is, what will it change to? Now, this is a small hint, or it will help you a lot. Remember the dance of the tenses, guys? Remember the dance of the tenses? Of course, if you don't remember the dance of the tenses, revise. Now, I'll give you a small hint. This is called a hint or an informal rule. Hint or informal rule. It will change to one step back in the past. It's an informal rule. Why am I calling it informal? Let's try to understand it with the help of an example. Transform this sentence. He said, comma, double quotes, I take a class, full stop, double quotes, end. Transform this sentence into indirect speech. Now remember that the tense of the reporting verb is past tense, right? He said. It's in past tense. So when I change this sentence from direct speech to indirect speech, it will be he said that he dash a class. What will here be? What will be here in the place of blank? See, the tense of the reported speech in the direct speech is simple present tense, right? So I said it will move one step back in the past. So this side is the past, this side is the future. So I said if the tense of the reporting verb is in past tense, the tense of the reported speech moves one step back in the past. That's what I said. So simple present, the reported speech is in simple present. Look at this. I take a class. This is in simple present. Now, simple present will change to simple past, one step back in the past. That's why it becomes, I'll repeat, simple present moves one step back in the past. So when simple present moves to the past, according to the dance of the tenses, it is simple past, right? So the answer will be, he said that he took a class. So, right? He said he took a class. So the rule says simple present changes to simple past, right? And let's try it on a different case. He had said, comma, double quotes, and I took a class. Sorry, let's talk about present continuous tense. I am taking a class. Full stop, double quotes, and. What will it change to? It will change to one step back in the past. See, present continuous, the reported speech is in present continuous. It moves one step back in the past because the reporting verb is in past tense. So pull it one step back in the past. It will go to past continuous. Present continuous changes to past continuous. Let's try it on this. He had said, I'm taking a class. So he had said that he was taking a class. Full stop. Present continuous changes to past continuous. Let's try present perfect. Okay. He said, comma, double quotes, I have taken a class. This is present perfect tense, direct speech sentence, right? Let's talk about it. He said. ये तो same रहेगा. Rule number 1 says never ever change the tense of the reporting verb. Okay, now present perfect. Present perfect, right? This is present, and this is perfect, right? Present perfect moves to past perfect, right? Present perfect moves to past perfect according to the rule, right? I said pull it one step back in the past. Present perfect changes to, present perfect changes to past perfect, right? As the rule says. So he said that he had, see, never estimate that every time you will use that. Sometimes it is to, right? In case of imperative sentences. In case of interrogative sentences, it is whether or if, right? He said that he had taken a class. Present perfect changes to past perfect. Let's try present perfect continuous. He said, comma, double quotes. At any point, you may rewind the video, replay it, right? So that you can understand better. He said, comma, double quotes. Let's try present perfect continuous. I have been taking a class. Full stop, double quotes, and what will it be? Let's talk about it. Present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous says that the action started before the present and at the present moment it is progressive. So present perfect continuous should move one step back in the past, that is past perfect continuous, and it becomes past perfect continuous. Chalo, dekhte hain. He said that he had been taking a class. So simple, है ना? कितना simple है? Right? Okay. Now let's talk about simple past. Let's talk about the reporting verb if the reporting verb is in simple past. Let's talk. He said the reporting verb is in past tense. Let the reported speech be in simple past tense. I was a boy. Sorry, I was a boy once. Full stop. He said, I was a boy once. Now, this is simple past. The tense of the reported speech is simple past. Now, remember the definition of past perfect. If we want past perfect, it should have a reference point of time in the past, and before the reference point of time in the past, the action must have completed. That's past perfect tense, right? Now, we already have a simple past sentence. So, it has to go before this past, right? So, we have a past reference point of time, and we have to go before this past reference point of time. So, past ka past kya hoga? What is past of past? Any action that completed before a past reference point of time is past perfect, right? So when we move from past, simple past, it becomes past perfect. Past se past gaya. Take it one step back in the past. Past perfect. So he said, I was a boy once becomes he said that he had been a boy once. Full stop. क्लियर है? फिर से देखो, रिवाइंड करके देखो इसको. Next sentence. He said, comma, double quotes. Let's talk about past continuous tense. I was eating rice. Full stop, double quotes, end. So this is a past perfect continuous tense in the reporting verb. I hope it's clear. Right. Now, according to the rule, if the reporting verb is in past tense, while transforming from direct speech to indirect speech, the tense of the reported speech goes to one step back in the past. So since our sentence, the reporting verb, reported speech is in past continuous tense. Past continuous tense is this. Now, if the reported speech is in past continuous tense, take it one step back in the past. What will happen? It will become past perfect continuous tense, right? Past continuous becomes past perfect continuous. Take it one step back in the past. Let's try it. And I know what is the question in your mind. So we'll come to that as well very soon. He said that he, past perfect continuous banana है इसको. He had been eating rice. Full stop. हो गया? Let's talk about past perfect and let's talk about past perfect first. He said, comma, double quotes, I had eaten rice. अब क्या होगा भाई? इसको क्या करें? You must have heard, you must have remembered as a rule. Today I am show you why when the reporting verb is in past tense, past perfect tense remains past perfect tense. I'll tell you why. I'll show you why. I'll show you why. See, remember the definition of past perfect tense? Past perfect tense tells that the action gets completed before a past reference point of time, right? Now, according to rule number 5, the reported speech has to be taken one step back in the past. Yes? That's why when we transform this sentence from direct speech to indirect speech, past perfect tense tha. Now take this past perfect tense to more past. Right? What is the tense now? It's still past perfect. right? It's already completed before this past reference point of time. ये past reference point of time था हमारा, उससे पहले it's already completed. So even if you take it one step back in the past, it still remains past perfect. It does not change, right? Do we understand that now? If you do not understand, repeat it, rewind it. Let me recap once again. See, when we transform the sentence from direct to indirect speech, if the reporting verb is in past tense, it goes one step back in the past. Now the reported speech is past perfect tense. Here, I had eaten rice. Now look at past perfect tense. This is past perfect tense, right? ये past हुआ, उससे पहले our action got completed. So past perfect tense, right? Now if I take this sentence to more past, क्या होगा? It's still past perfect. The action got completed before the past reference point of time, right? Before this reference point of time, past reference point of time, the action already got completed. What is this tense? It's again past perfect. That's why there's no change in the tense of the reported speech. So the sentence transforms into he said that he had eaten rice. Full stop. Acha. What about this one? Past perfect continuous. Let's talk about past perfect continuous. What is the symbol of past perfect continuous? This is the symbol of past perfect continuous. Past perfect continuous tense states that if an action got started before a reference point of time in the past, and at that reference point of time it is continuous, it is past perfect continuous tense. Now, according to rule number 5, we want to take it one step back in the past. This is past perfect continuous. Take it one step back in the past. क्या होगा भाई? When you take it one step back in the past, it's still past perfect continuous, right? It started in the past and at present it is continuous. So क्या होगा? What is the tense again? Past perfect continuous, right? It does not change. Clear है? Repeat करके देखो. Repeat it and see one more time. Okay? So the answer is, if the sentence is, he said, double quotes, I had been eating rice. The reported speech is in past perfect continuous. The answer will be, the transform sentence will be, he said that he had been eating rice. Full stop. है ना? Clear है? Now, what about future? Past perfect continuous देख लिया, past और present देख लिया. Now in future tense, there is only one rule. There are some rules like will changes to would. If the reporting verb is in past tense. So let's make it rule number 5. Rule number 6. Okay? Rule number 6 says that if the tense of the reporting verb is past tense, comma, words like will, shall, words listed below get transformed as displayed. Okay. Chalo. If the tense of the reporting verb is in past tense, words listed below get transformed as displayed. मतलब कैसे changes होंगे? Words in the reported speech listed below get transformed as displayed. चलो क्या display क्या change होगा भाई? Let's see. Will becomes would. Shall becomes should. right? May becomes might. Let's see the examples. Will becomes would. क्या होगा example भाई, देख लेते हैं. इसको A कर दो, इसको B कर दो. Let's do it B. C कर दो, ठीक है. Let's see. He said, comma, I will go to the market. Full stop, double quotes, and becomes. What does it become? Let's try to answer it yourself. Pause the video and answer it. Chalo, I hope you have answered it. Let's see if it is correct. He said that he will becomes would because the tense of the reporting verb is in past tense. Will becomes would. He said that he would go to the market. Full stop. Let's see one more example. He said, double quotes, I will have been going to the market. ठीक है. ये sentence किस में है? What is the tense of the reported speech sentence? I will have been going. क्या होगा? Future perfect continuous tense, right? It is in future perfect continuous tense. So what is the transformation of this sentence? The transformation of this sentence according to the rule will be, will changes to would. That's the only rule. Because this rule follows only if the tense of the reporting verb is in past tense. Okay? So the transformation will be, he said that he would have been going to the market. Clear? Hai? Simple? Okay, shall become should. Again, similar. He said, comma, we shall discuss this tomorrow. Full stop. This becomes, he said that we becomes they, right? They shall become should. Should discuss. Now remember, said is past tense. So when the tense of the reporting verb is past tense or future tense, this becomes that, as discussed in yesterday's video. This becomes that. So he said that they should discuss that. Tomorrow becomes the next day. Next day. Only if the tense of the reporting verb is future tense or past tense, tomorrow becomes the next day. If the reporting verb is in present tense, tomorrow becomes tomorrow, today becomes today. Right? Today remains today and tomorrow remains tomorrow. Okay? Sure. Similar case, this one. He said, comma, double quotes, I may not come tomorrow. Full stop, double quotes, and becomes TOMORROW. Change it. He said that he might not. Achha, come becomes go. Why? Because the reporting verb is in past tense. अगर reporting verb past tense या future tense में होगा तो come becomes go, this becomes that, tomorrow becomes next day, yesterday becomes day before yesterday, yesterday becomes last day and all that stuff. ठीक है? He said, if it was too fast, repeat करके देखो. If it was too fast, rewind the video, see it again. He said that he might not. Okay. He said, I may not come tomorrow. He said that he might not go the next day. Come becomes go because the tense of the reporting verb is in past tense. Okay? Clear? और कोई संशय? चलो, now this was today's video. Revision कर लेते हैं. The tense of the if the tense of the reporting verb is in past tense, if the tense of the reporting verb is in past tense, let's revise this with a very crucial table. Let's insert a table. Chalo, the rule is the same if the tense of the reporting verb is in past tense. Table one. If the tense table of conversion. If the tense of the reporting verb is in past tense, right? The tense of, mind it, the tense of the reported speech changes as displayed in the below table. Now, if I'm writing too fast, you may pause the video and then keep writing. So, if the or इधर लिखते हैं direct speech, direct reported speech. इधर लिखते हैं indirect reported speech. ठीक है, क्या हो जाएगा? Okay, present, simple present becomes simple past, right? अच्छा, present continuous becomes past continuous, right? Okay. Present perfect continuous becomes past perfect continuous, and present perfect becomes past perfect. ठीक है, past perfect. Okay, next, simple past. Move it one step back in the past, guys. Simple past becomes simple past becomes past perfect. Past ka past. Simple past. Sorry, past perfect. Right? So simple past becomes past perfect. Right? Past perfect remains past perfect. No change. No change in tense. Right? Okay. Past continuous becomes past perfect continuous. Past continuous means past perfect continuous, and past perfect continuous again remains past perfect continuous. Right? Will becomes would, shall becomes should, and may becomes might. ठीक है, this is the, इसको छोटा कर देते हैं so that you can see the table at once. Let's see if we can see the table at once. Yep. So this was it, guys, for today's video. Tomorrow we will discuss transformation of sentences from direct speech to indirect speech. If the reported speech is an interrogative sentence or an imperative sentence. What is an imperative sentence? An imperative sentence is a sentence which gives instructions, requests, etc. Okay. I hope this video was useful to you. Okay. At all the points, at all the times, please keep on making notes so that everything is properly recorded. With this, it's time to say good night. So I hope the lecture was useful. If it was useful, share it with others. Please like, share, and subscribe. Good night.